In this video, I'll be going over if Jing Yuan is worth it or not. Now, okay, damn it, that's not the right page. That's not the first time I've done that. Anyways, I'm mainly going to be talking about this banner here, but, you know, I guess I can also briefly go over the light cone banner. It's a 5-star light cone. I don't think you really need 5-star light cones in this game. That's just my opinion, but the rates are pretty good. You get a 5-star light cone for every 80 pulls as opposed to character banners, which is 90. And the odds of you getting, a 5-star light cone is a 75% chance. If you don't get it, guaranteed to get the rate up 5-star light cone. It's got good odds, but well, for a Hoyoverse game, it's got good odds, but I don't think it's really worth it. Because on his own, Jing Yuan on his own is pretty good. I've seen a lot of people test him. I'm not gonna pull for him myself because I'm saving for another unit that's coming in the future. But there's Jing Yuan here, and there's also the 4 stars, which is definitely like this adds so much to this banner. All 3 of these units are they're pretty good. Su Sheng, she does physical damage. Yeah, let me see if I have any. Yeah. My Su Sheng's at E1. This unit, I would say probably, please don't hate me, she's probably like the worst 4-star rate up in my opinion on the banner, but she's still good. If you pull her and you get like Eidolons on her, I would recommend building her. I used her at the beginning of the game and she definitely carried, even though I had 0 relics. That's the wrong page again. So March 7th, at E0, she's still good. She gives shields and all that, which I believe she's the only shielder along with the 5-star blonde dude. I can't remember his name, but yeah, after a shielded ally is attacked by an enemy, March 7th counters. So I should probably level that up, but no, currently focusing on Sealy and Clara's traces. But anyways, March 7th has a counter of her own, kind of like Clara here. Let me see, which skill is it? Yeah, so Clara and March 7th both have counters, and because of that I use March 7th. Like in Forgotten Hall, I use March 7th on a separate team than Clara. But anyways, March 7th has a counter. She shields your units, and if you just, I believe her shields stack off of her, what is it? Okay, her attack. And her defense. Okay. I'm sorry. With Eidolons, she goes from like A tier to probably borderline S tier, if not just straight up S tier, I believe. One of these, yeah. She just gives shield. Like she just gives like units like just an extra shield like as soon as you enter a battle with her E2. Her E3 just, it's just scaling, like talent scaling, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, here it is, E6, which sadly I don't have this yet, but if I pulled on the banner maybe I would get it. She goes from being a shielder to both a shielder and a healer. I don't know if that would make her better than Natasha. I haven't tested her at E6 because I don't have her at E6, but definitely at E6 she becomes like borderline S tier. I keep opening up the travel log. Anyways, Jing Yuan, probably my favorite 4-star on this banner, and she's paired exceedingly well with Sealy in team comms. I think one of the most ideal teams to run would be like Sealy, Jing Yuan, Natasha, and can't even remember the last one. I'm sure there was one more though. I think maybe I'm just being dumb. But anyways, Jing Yuan, you just scale a bunch of attack on her, and she gives your allies attack based off of her own attack. And Wait, I can't think right now. Have I never used her? I've never used this thing with Jing Yuan. Anyways, for Jing Yuan here, I just stack a bunch of attack on her, since if you go to your traces here, this, you know, I don't use her as a damage dealer, so I'm not gonna level that up, most likely. Her skill, like in battle, gives allies like extra attack, and so when I use her skill on Sealy, like, you know, I'm only level Trailblaze level 43. I don't have the best relics on Sealy, but her Sealy's ult does almost, I'd say almost double the damage on crit hits when I use Jing Yuan's skill in her. And when I use Jing Yuan's burst on any of my units, they actually get, I believe they get a damage boost and also get some of their energy back. So it really, like, it is a game changer in battles, because sometimes Natasha's skill won't be ready. I've had to deal with this a lot. Like, Natasha's skill won't be ready a lot of the time when I like desperately need it when I'm doing the simulated universe here. And when Jing Yuan's burst is ready, if Natasha's isn't ready, then I can just use her ultimate on Natasha's, and Natasha will actually have her ultimate burst, whatever you want to call it. She'll have that ready, and it is more valuable than you may think. It is essential. It is so good. I'm so glad I picked up Jing Yuan. Well, like I said earlier, Jing Yuan, bro, I'm gonna say this now, he's a fun unit. He's fun. He does a bunch of damage. If you want to pull in this banner, whether it's for the 4 stars or the 5 star, I would say just go for it. Jing Yuan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't pronounce his name like that. Jing Yuan. Okay, Jing Yuan. I would say he's worth the pulls, but if you just want the 4 stars, like I said a couple seconds ago, it is absolutely worth it. Even if you don't want him, if you get him, I'd still recommend building him. He might get power crept sometime in the future, but for now, I'd say he's almost a must pull unit. Oh, let's not forget Serval, the first the first unit in this game to get power crept. I'm sorry, Serval. You know, if you have Serval built and you want to go for Jing Yuan, would you really need him at that point? I personally would say no, because this game, you know, you can have the worst team comp imaginable. You can run, let's see here, you can run Danheng. God damn it, all these units are good. Himiko, Danheng, Herna, and I don't know, man. All of these units are, you can beat the game with all of these units. There's no like bad character in this game, apart from Herna maybe. Most of the units here are good enough to the point where you can beat the entire game. And so, you know, I keep doing that. Hopefully I'll grow out of that habit. So this banner, you know, if you can already beat everything in the game, I would still recommend it. Mainly for the 4 stars. The 4 stars definitely carry it. Jing Yuan would still be a really good unit, and this would still be a good banner even if the 4 stars weren't top tier. But it's a good banner because of Jing Yuan, and the 4 stars just add on to it, and they make this banner literally like S tier. This is an S tier banner right here. You get any of these 3 units, I would recommend building them. But anyways, this was kind of a lengthy video. I'm sorry. If you enjoyed, then like and subscribe. I tried to do this all in one take, so no editing because I'm in a rush. Goodbye. God, this was so bad.